Hello, today we are going to be troubleshooting a PTZ camera, and I will also be replacing a video balloon on it, and we'll also look at the voltage on the cameras and to test for voltage supply. And after that, I'll show you how to test the cameras if it is actually working. So we have three DVRs here. One of them has a PTZ camera attached to them, but sadly the PTZ camera is no longer displaying on the monitor. So that is what we are going to be troubleshooting today. The first thing we want to do is to check the BNC clips. Sometimes they can lose contact, and when they do, the cameras will not display anymore because it's not supplying data to the DVR so that it will be displayed on the screen. Now, when you've been able to check the BNC clip and it's still the same, what I would advise you to do is to change the BNC clip with another one. If you change the BNC clip with another one, likely the problem might be solved. But if the problem is not solved after replacing the BNC clip, what we are going to be doing next, you can see where the cameras are. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to climb up and check the cameras, even though they are far above. I'll need a ladder to be able to do that. So if you're doing this, you have to be very careful, especially if you're afraid of height. So this is a PTZ camera. It's supposed to be a 360 camera. It can turn 360 degrees at any direction. So what I'm going to do is to climb and check if there is power supply to the cameras. That is one of the first things we'll do, and to see if there's continuity on the cable. So with my colleague here is going to help me hold the ladders. I'm going to climb and check if there's continuity on the cable, and also if the camera is receiving the 12-volt power supply. Normally these PTZ cameras, they work with 12-volt power supply. So I'm going to be testing the cable to be sure that 12-volt power supply is coming to the camera. If not, then I will know how to sort out the problem. Now, to be able to do this, one of the first things you need to get handy is your multimeter. With your multimeter, you are going to test the power supply cable for 12 volts power supply. You can see what the reading should be on your screen. The reading will not be exactly 12.034. It can vary, but the voltage should be around 12 volts depending on your power supply. Sometimes it can even be 11.8, 11.9. Like I said, it's depending on your power supply, but basically it's supposed to be 12 volts. So I am going to check for 12 volt power supply, and if it's not supplying 12 volt power supply, then I will need to check the power supply going into the camera. Now I've been able to check the power supply. The power supply is okay. There is 12 volts going into the camera. So what I'm going to do right now is to check the clip, the BNC clip. If the BNC clip is bad, I'm going to be replacing it with a video balloon. Now sometimes your cable might go weak over time. In that case, I will advise you to make use of a video balloon. Video balloon will help boost the connectivity between the camera and the DVR in place where there is a very long distance between where your camera is and where your DVR is. So in that case, I would advise you to use a BNC cable, especially in a situation where you plug in your camera and it is not displaying no camera, but it's just displaying dark. There's this dark screen that it is showing. When you remove your BNC from the DVR, it will show no video. But when you plug it in, instead of showing the video, it's just showing dark. There is this dark screen, dark space that it will just show. It's showing that something is plugged in, but it's not displaying any visuals at all. In that case, I will advise you to use a video balloon. So these things are in your local and CCTV store. You can just ask them for a video balloon. It will help boost the connectivity between your camera and the DVR, especially if you are using Cat6 cable. Now I've been able to clip the BNC cable to my DVR, my video balloon rather, to the other end of the cable and connected to the DVR. What I'm going to do right now is to replace the BNC clip here with a video balloon also, and with that I know the problem will be solved. So the problem right here is not actually from the camera, neither is it from the power supply, it's just from the cable. Over time the cable has lost its efficiency, so hence we need a video balloon to be able to support the data. So I have been able to replace the BNC cable. What I'll do now is to I'm going to make a hole inside the pipe, so when rain falls on the pipe, there is an outlet for the water to escape. Because if water builds over time in this in the cable, in the pipe with the cable inside, the cable will begin to get rust over time and will begin to build carbon. So we don't want that. So what I'm going to do after replacing the BNC cable, the video balloon rather, I'm going to replace the power clip also, and then I'm going to make a hole inside the rubber flex, so there'll be an outlet for the water to escape. In case you haven't done already, like and subscribe to the channel. I have great videos on how to fix all kinds of office equipment, from cameras to PABS, printers, laptops, etc. Okay, so I've been able to replace the power clip also. So I'm going to test again with my multimeter to be sure that there is no error anywhere, and then the polarity is okay. One of the things you need to be careful of while running your CCTV cable is the polarity. Where is the positive going into? Where is the negative going into? You have to be very, very careful with that, especially when you are making use of Cat6 cable, network cable, either Cat5 or Cat6 network cables. You have to be very careful with which of the cable color combination you're using for positive and which one you'll be using for the negative of the power supply going to the camera. So now I have been able to connect all of them, so I'm going to make that hole in between the rubber flex for water to escape. Now that I'm through, what I'm going to test for is the light, automatic light that comes on when the camera senses darkness. So it is working for this camera. I'm going to check the same thing for the other camera. Normally I'm going to cover the camera for some time, and then it will make it look as if it is night, then the lights will come on automatically. So thank you for watching. I'll see you some other time.